By the way, I figured out that chord that we were talking about before.
No one cares anymore, Johnny. Lara's singing. Welcome to the Throga channel. I just clicked we're like 3 seconds in. I hit the wrong button. No, wait. It's supposed to be number 1. My name is Richard, and this is Johnny. And if you're new here, this is the norm. Welcome to
remember
our
when we used to
channel.
edit things? Remember when we used to edit stuff?
This
is the real Richard and Johnny.
This is the real deal. Welcome to our show.
Yeah.
That being said, we're not going to wait long to get to the point of today's reaction. We have Miss Lara Fabian, who we have recently discovered because we're incredibly slow, sheltered, and living
insulated.
Whatever word you want to use. So we have many more to get to of hers, of course. But for today, it was recommended by Eric Sicard. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's a fan of Lara's, but he's like a living Wikipedia in terms of her music and background and everything. It's just been a wonderful resource for us. And we're going to do another live reaction of many songs of hers with him again in the near future. But in the meantime, he recommended a song for us, and this is Italian, not French. Perdere l'amore, because amore is love, right? Does that look right?
Perdere.
We have subtitles are on, fantastic. This is from the From Laura with Love concert, which we've seen a few others from. The reason Eric suggested this one is because we just did this whole mini podcast on Dimash, and supposedly, according to the Deers, this is one of the key songs that Dimash fell in love with her for and inspired him when he was younger or whatever. So I thought that'd be kind of a cool little overlap here. And before we watch this, he sent this little clip of, I guess, of them meeting for the first time. It's just like 30 seconds.
Oh.
So let's play this real fast.
Okay. When was this? Do you know what year?
It's when they met for the first time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hello everybody, I'm here with my dear Dimash. We just had this coffee and we really enjoyed
Really, I dreamed about this moment from my childhood. Yes.
We do it again, okay?
Okay.
Again?
Yes. So let's...
Wow, picture.
That must have been, because I know they performed together, so maybe that was just before or after that, is my guess.
I would imagine, yeah.
We haven't seen them perform yet. That's on our to-do list with another 300 songs. But that was pretty cool. It was just him being typical Dimash of just, little shy,
just
little
very
understated,
humble,
very humble.
Yep.
And she's just an amazing personality. So,
yeah.
All right, Johnny, before we begin.
Yes, please hit like and subscribe and ring the bell.
Many times.
Oh my God. Okay.
That was actually pretty good, I think.
Okay.
And if you enjoyed today's program, be sure to also check out the link below in the description where you can buy us a coffee to help support the page and become a Thronely member. Silver, gold, or diamond Thronely each have their own perks. And of course, you can check out Throga.com to discover more about our vocal gym and online singing courses. Today actually is a Throga's Choice. So our members selected Lara for this particular reaction video. So thank you to our members.
Good evening everybody, thank you. I was born in Belgium, so therefore a part of me is there. My mom is Italian, and I feel Italian for so many things, for food, for clothing, for people, the way I live life, I'm very Italian. And then very North American, very Canadian, even Quebecoise, I can really say, because it's the country that welcomed me as a young woman, and a young woman that had a lot to dream about and wanted to dream really hard.
She's so classy and graceful.
It's one of the most beautiful
Love her.
songs performed by Massimo Ranieri. I just can hear my mom sing it. E adesso andate via, voglio restare solo con la malinconia, volare nel suo cielo. Non chiesi mai chi eri, perché scegliesti me, e che fino a ieri credevo fossi un re. Perdere l'amore quando si fa sera, quando fra i capelli un po' d'argento li colora, rischi di impazzire, può scoppiarti il cuore, perdere una donna e avere voglia di morire. Lasciami gridare, rinnegare il cielo, prendere
I have to start it all over again. I forgot to put the subtitles on.
Oh no.
She's so
Well, that's
good.
She's so great, yeah.
So quick comment then. Here, I'll start at the beginning of the song because I don't mind re-listening to her 1,000 times. So musically, I made that one comment of there was kind of an unexpected chord. It wasn't a modulation though, right? They didn't.
It wasn't a modulation. No, they're in B flat. I got to hear it again. So this actually worked out really good because it caught me by surprise. I'm like, wait, what's that? And I kind of
When
didn't
she
hear that.
sings, I've said this before. I know the lyrics matter. I mean, when you and I wrote together, I was always focused as the lyricist, and you did the melody and the chords. And lyrics
And you would
as a
go
song,
on little lyrical sabbaticals, as you call
I
them.
would disappear, and I would just love to immerse myself in that. Every syllable mattered, and to craft the lyrics was so important to me. But when you have a singer like this, all of a sudden, I kind of don't care. I'm just enjoying her story, how she delivers it, and her tone, and just the way the melody and everything moves, and the lyrics, which used to be predominant in my mind, the most important thing, just take a back seat because I just get immersed musically as to what's happening. And then I become curious, as I did there, like, what's she singing about? Oh, I don't know because I didn't turn it on.
Yeah. No, it's probably the way that I'm wired, but lyrics are always, I mean, they're very important to me, and they've become more and more important to me as a listener and a writer as time goes on. But I've always the way that my ear gravitates towards things, it's always notes first, always melody first. So yeah, this is...
And for me, it's tone of voice, and then melody, and then lyrics as a listener, and the lyrics add more depth and more, obviously, if you enjoy the impact of the song, the lyrics become a part of that and becomes more important over time, I think, for me as a listener. And some people are just like poetry first. If the lyrics aren't there, the rest of it doesn't matter. And that's, it's kind of an art and taste and all that stuff. So, all right.
Yeah, if they can catch you with the melody, and then there's a great lyrical concept behind it, it's just like this extra treasure that you can discover.
Totally.
Yeah.
Those beautiful songs performed by Massimo Ranieri.
I think the flow of the lyrics, as we've talked about,
I just can hear my mom
is so
sing
important.
Yeah. I love this whisper intro.
E adesso andate via.
Just a hint
Great
of a
opening
note.
line.
Voglio restare solo.
So I will keep playing it. I apologize.
Poor listeners out there.
It's
like,
Lara. Like every line, I want to stop and discuss. So we're just about the lyric, but and now go away. How's that for an opening line?
I remember the best advice I got from an A&R rep, or A&R rep person. I don't know. She's like, if you can catch him with the first line, you're golden. You gotta hook him in.
I'm pretty sure we had this exact conversation regarding Lara, you're half blinking. I'm sorry. I always pause it in weird spots for her. We had that exact conversation for the last song that we reviewed of hers as well, I think. But it's so valuable to have that opening line, and she's masterful of that. Although this is her interpretation of it, she didn't write this one.
But I mean, but also the delivery is also key. When we're recording vocals, it's like get that first line is everything, and we'll take an hour to get a good first line take.
Composed by Marcello Maracci and Piero Artigiani. Why can't it just be John Smith? It's never John Smith.
Put a complaint in the comment box.
All right,
for next
I'm going to
time.
hit play. All right,
here we go.
Here we go. Thank you for sticking around.
E adesso andate via. Voglio restare solo con la malinconia, volare nel suo cielo. Non chiesi mai chi eri, perché scegliesti me che fino a ieri credevo fossi un re. Perdere l'amore quando si fa sera, quando fra i capelli un po' d'argento li colora, rischi di impazzire, può scoppiarti il cuore, perdere una donna e avere voglia di morire. Lasciami gridare, rinnegare il cielo, prendere ossa assate tutti i sogni ancora in volo, li farò cadere ad uno, spezzerò le ali del destino e ti avrò vicino. Comunque ti capisco e ammetto che sbagliavo, facevo le tue scelte, chissà, ma poi chissà che pretendevo. E adesso che rimane di tutto il tempo insieme, una donna troppo sola che ancora ti vuole bene. Perdere l'amore quando si fa sera, quando sopra il viso c'è una ruga che non c'era, provi a ragionare, fai l'indifferente fino a che ti accorgi che non sei servito a
I love that.
e vorresti urlare, soffocare il cielo, sbattere la testa 1000 volte contro il muro, respirare forte il suo cuscino, dire tutta colpa del destino se non ti ho vicino. Perderò l'amore, maledetta sei, che raccoglie i cocci di una vita immaginaria. Pensi che domani è un giorno nuovo, ma ripeti non me l'aspettavo, no, non me l'aspettavo.
Oh, there's the modulation.
Yeah.
Prendere ossa assate tutti i sogni ancora in volo, li farò cadere ad uno, spezzerò le ali del destino e ti avrò vicino.
Oh my god, I teared up a little again.
I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one. You deserve this one.
It's not like tissue heavy. I don't need to reach over, but a little one of these will
It's okay. It's
will
okay.
cleanse.
You don't have to justify to me anymore. She is a master class in conversational singing.
Yeah.
So, conversational singing being, you're not being like shouted at. It's like she's still able to. Basically, it's like you're having a conversation, but with notes. So it's, you're not being sung at. You're being, I don't know how you'd put it. It's just
You're
just a little more
part of
inviting.
it. Yeah, you're part
Yeah.
of that experience, and that, I mean, you
Even
can
when
hear,
she gets up into the higher ranges where she starts belting out, it's still controlled.
And that-
It's not like the vowels aren't changing, due to, like a lack of coordination. It's just
Yes.
she's always in control, always able to articulate the words precisely as they should be, even with power and passion behind it. And
I agree.
That's a huge skill.
I agree completely, and I like that you said it in that way, because very often when singers go into the belt tone, you get kind of a more of a megaphone kind of sound, which is intentional for
Like
certain...
shouted at, almost like this.
Yeah,
It's almost like you're being shouted at as a listener.
But there's a fine line. The moment it becomes, you feel like you're being shouted at, it's. I mean, it'll still give you goosebumps, but it can, in essence, push you away from the singer. For her, when she belts, you're just like, it sucks you in. It does the opposite. You're like,
Yeah,
it just...
you're always in her vortex. Always from second one to
Yes.
the end. You're always actually even before, because she's preparing for the song even before she sings the first note, and long after she's done, you are in that world, that vibe. She's just just sucks you in.
And in this song, the lyrical content, the bits that I absorbed on just a first pass of it, just the kind of like the breaking free. It's like almost like a transitional song is my impression of this. I want to hear. I mean, she's known for The Ring, Lara, The Ring Fabian. It is more evident in that last note than I think I've ever heard before.
Like the ring tonally.
The
you mean?
tonally,
yeah, just like,
yes.
yeah.
I want to hear that again.
No, she does have that resonance, like when she, So she starts in. Another funny thing. So I was off when I sang that, because she ended in A, but
Right.
they started in B flat, which is higher. So it's like they modulated but went to a lower key, which is not typical. And you don't.
So you mean when they started the guitar? Because it was like the guitar solo was where they did the modulation, which I thought was an interesting choice.
Yeah,
also.
and he thought it almost had the impression that it went higher. It actually went down a half step, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong here. The song starts out in B flat, correct? My whole credibility is riding on this.
Let me hit play. This is just before the guitar part, so we should be able to
Okay.
hear what you're talking about here. And I want to hear the ending, that last note one more time. too.
Okay.
Pensi che
Yeah.
domani è un giorno nuovo,
B flat.
ma
Right.
ripeti, non me l'aspettavo, no, non me l'aspettavo.
Even the grit doesn't push you away.
Yeah. Yeah, and it goes down a half step.
As the guitar does like this arpeggiation going up, so I guess it feels like because it feels like you're lifting.
Yeah. Yeah. B
Non me
flat.
l'aspettavo, no, non me l'aspettavo.
Yeah, okay.
That's cool.
E ho sassati tutti i sogni ancora in volo.
Oh, by the way, I figured
Say it again.
I know you're. By the way, I figured out that that chord that we were talking about before.
No
I
one
know you're
cares anymore,
concerned.
Johnny. Lara's singing. No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
So when we transition to that A key of A, That's like I would say, what is that? That's like a F sharp with a B flat in bass.
You just said you figured it out, and now you're asking me what it is.
Listen, it could be two things, okay? It could be an F sharp 7th with a B flat in bass, or it could be a B flat diminished chord. Kind of the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway.
We'll give you that.
I'm glad we got that out of the way. I'm really concerned.
Spezziano le ali del destino e ti avrò vicino. Perderò
That overtone. Gorgeous.
You know,
Absolutely gorgeous.
I didn't do my morning meditation today. I feel like that, just taking that note and putting it on an endless loop,
Just let it.
Like, yeah, that's like the Zen bell that they ring. So
If in an alternate universe where I was in control of all musicals on Broadway and West End, I would cast her and Morissette as the lead in everything. In every musical, in every show, they can play with opposite of each other as protagonists or solo individually. That's my choice. That's the universe I want to live in.
That's a very specific and unrealistic universe that you've created for yourself.
All right. Well, on that note of my imagination, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you had a nice visit at the Throga channel, and we look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now. I can't wait to do more Lara.